All right, so we are in Photoshop Magnetic Lasso tool. That's Photoshop, the 7th lab that we're going to do. It's called the Magnetic Lasso tool, looking at the Magnetic Lasso tool. To get the images, we do the same thing we've been doing. Click on it, right click, save image as. Click on this one, right click, save image as. Go into Photoshop, go to File, Open, and then we're going to open both of these at the same time. Right. So the idea is we're going to copy this Buddha statue and put it on the background here. That's basically the whole lab. So we could use some of the selection tools we've used. We couldn't use rectangular, right? Because it's not a rectangle. We can't use elliptical because it's not circular. You could use the normal lasso tool. You could probably use the polygon lasso tool if you clicked enough clicks. That'd be kind of hard to do. We're going to use the last lasso tool, which is magnetic lasso tool. Again, to get to these tools, just click and hold on it. And then you can select the tools, click and hold. We're going to select magnetic lasso tool. You can kind of see it has like a tiny little magnet there. It looks like the polygon lasso tool, but it's magnetic. All right, to zoom in, hold down Alt. Let me get my. Okay. Hold down Alt, and then the scroll wheel will help you scroll in. And the idea here is you just click like on the edge. And the magnetic lasso tool basically does it for you. So you just kind of move along, and it will automatically select. Notice how it didn't select that ear. If I hit backspace, it will delete the point. So if I want to manually click a point, I just click it. You can manually click as you want. Backspace. And that's kind of the idea, is you kind of just click if you want to click. You don't have to click. Sometimes, like if you do it like weird and you can't get it back, you might have to delete a couple times. I'm hitting backspace, by the way, backspace, to delete any other point, maybe like a bad point. Okay. So the magnetic lasso tool is kind of just doing it automatically for us, or a lot of the work for us already. This tool works really well if your background is very easily distinguishable. So this is blue background, white subject. Hold down the space, click and drag. Holding down the space will allow you to move around the image. You can go fairly quick with this tool as well. I like to click where there's like sharp edges. You gotta have a kind of a steady hand as you do this, but space bar, hold down space bar, click, drag. Down here, you'll see that it kind of it might be a little harder because we're going on a more white background and the subject's white. But again, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfect selections there. But you see that it kind of went out there. So I'm gonna hit backspace a couple times and just allow the tool to do its job. Backspace, backspace, click, backspace. So anytime it makes a mistake, just hit backspace. Or if you made a mistake, you clicked wrong, just hit backspace. Click. Sometimes you might have to go back over your line and then select the line again. And you're just kind of like moving your cursor along the edge. Make a mistake, hit backspace. Or if you don't like one of the anchor points that it automatically generates, just hit backspace. And then we get back to your original one, just click. And now you have your selection. Pretty cool. Okay, we do the same thing we've done in our other previous ones. We do edit, copy. We go back here to the background and do edit, paste. And there we go. It's a little too big, so you can do Control T to resize it. You don't have to do that, but if you want it to do that, and hit the check mark. And there you go. It's done. There's some other things you can do even. This is not needed, but you can click on this effects layer. You can do a drop shadow. You kind of mess with that. We'll look at this a little later, but you can mess around with the drop shadow. Kind of gives you a drop shadow in the background. You can make it kind of spread out. This is something we'll do later, but just kind of give it a different, give it a little bitter. Something like that. Done. There you go. You have a Buddha on a background. Save it, file or export, quick export as PNG and turn it in.